Hello students, in today's video we will discuss a topic from statistics from the chapter of measurement of center tendency, and that topic is arithmetic mean. It's a very important topic. Already we are having two video all in this topic. In today's video we will learn in a case of continuous series how the arithmetic mean can be calculated. So we will having two questions and we will use all the methods to solve a problem of continuous series in arithmetic mean. So very first we will a case of continuous series. So the very first, if direct method is over there, already we have if direct method. So x bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f, where f is the frequency, x is an item. Shortcut method. There are two shortcut methods. First one, x bar is assume mean method. What we have to do? X bar is equal to a assume mean plus sigma f dx divided by sigma f. So this is frequency multiplied by deviation of x. And one more method, one second method and third one method is that is called step deviation method. In step deviation method, x bar is equal to assume mean plus sigma f d dash x divided by sigma f multiplied by I, where d dash x is equal to dx divided by and dx is equal to x minus a. Here also dx is equal to x minus a. So already we have discussed in first video about the formula for the arithmetic mean. In today's problem, we will have two questions of the continuous series and we will solve these questions from all three methods. So you can learn all three methods and you can select which one you feel this is the method easy, you can use that method. So I am having a question here for a continuous series problem. I am having the question here. Suppose the class interval is given x, class interval is given 0 to 7, 7 to 14, 14 to 21, 21 to 28, 28 to 35, 35 to 42, 42 to 49 and 49 to 56. Suppose these are the class interval given and cumulative frequency is given. Cumulative frequency is given. Cumulative frequency is given 26, then 57, then 92, then 134, then 216, then 287, 341 and 360. This question is given and we have to calculate the value of arithmetic mean in this problem. So what we will do for that? The very first we will calculate the frequency here. So getting the frequency 26, 57 minus 26 is over there. So it will be 31. 92 57 minus 26. 92 minus 57. 12 minus 7 that is 5. 8 minus 5 that is 35. 134 minus 92, 34 plus 8 that will be 42. 216 minus 134. So again the frequency of this will be 71. 287 minus 216 1. That will be 42 and 42 and it will be 16. 6 minus 4 2 82 71. Okay, 341 minus 287 13 plus 41, so that will be 54. and 360 minus 341. So we will have it 19. So the very first cumulative frequency is given. So with the help of the cumulative frequency, the very first we will calculate the frequency of this. Okay. Now we have given the frequency. So I am writing here the frequency. Frequency is given 20. Okay. Now the mid value required. Mid value, the very first 0 plus 7 divided by 2, that is 3.5. Mid value 7 plus 14 divided by 2, that is 10.5. Third mid value 17.5. Similarly, that may be 24.5. That may be 31.5. Then 38.5, 45.5 and 52.5. So the difference of 7, then 7, then 7, then 7, then 7, then 7. So for calculating arithmetic mean, firstly we will, from CF we have calculated the value of frequency, and then we calculated the mid value. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, 14 plus 21 divided by 2. So we calculated the value of mid value. So mid value will be treated as x and this f. So we require fx to calculate arithmetic mean with the direct method. We require value of fx. So 26 multiplied by 3.5. So multiply this is 91. 10.5 multiply 31, that is 325.5. 17.5 multiply by 35, that is 612.5. Now 42 multiply 24.5, that is 1029. Now 82 multiply by 31.5, that is 2583. 71, this is 71. 71 multiplied by 38.5, that is 2733.5. Okay. Then we have to multiply 54 from 45.5, that is 2457. Now 19 multiply 52.5, that is 997.5. So we will have it. For calculating arithmetic mean, the formula is sigma fx divided by sigma f. So the addition of sigma f, that is 360. N is equal to 360. Addition of the whole item of fx. Fx is equal to 10829.0. So calculating x bar is equal to 10829.0 divided by 360. So we will divide 10,829 with the 360. So we will get the value 30.08. So value of x bar is equal to 30.08. It's very simple. Firstly, we will get the mid value. Then we will multiply mid value with the frequency and getting the total of fx. This is sigma fx and this is sigma f. So we will divide sigma fx with the help of sigma f. So we will get the value of arithmetic mean. It's quite simple. So if in your examination, if calculator is provided you, then you can use this direct method and easily you can calculate the value of arithmetic mean with the help of the calculator from the direct method. If in examination calculator is not allowed, then we can use a shortcut method also. So second method, that is called shortcut method. We can use shortcut method. So we require this. CF doesn't require frequency is given, mid value is given. Okay. Now assume mean, suppose 31.5 deviation dx, यानी we are getting deviation from the assume mean 31.5. So 31.5 will be 0. That will be minus 7, minus 14, minus 21, minus 28, plus 7, plus 14, plus 21. What we have done? We have done 3.5 minus 31.5. Assuming is 31.5. So we will get minus 28. Here 10.5 minus 31.5. We will get minus 21. 17.5 minus 31.5. We will get minus 14. 31.5 minus 31.5. We will get 0. 45.5 minus 31.5. We will get 14. So the very first, what we will do? We will calculate the deviation. Or for calculating the deviation, the formula will be used dx. Dx is equal to x minus a. So we deducted 31.5. That is our assumed mean. From each of our item we are decreasing 31.5 and getting the value of dx here. Now we required f dx, value of f dx. It means we are to multiply 3.5 with 28. So 28 multiply 3.5. So we will get 28. No, we have mistake. 26 multiply 28, because we doesn't require this now. We are to having the multiplication from this and this. So 26 multiply 28, that is 728. Okay. Now 31 multiply by 21, that is 651. 35 multiply 40, so 3501. And 4 times 35, 140. So 490 may be minus 490, this will be. Multiply by 7, 7 to ja 14, 7 4 ja 28, 29. That will be minus 290. 82 multiplied by 0 is 0. 71 multiply 7, 797. 54 multiply 14, that is 756. 19 multiply 21, 19 1 ja 9, 19 2 ja 38 and 39. There may be 399. So the positive value will be 1652 is positive value, and the negative value will be 2136. So we will having a result 511. So what we have done? We have multiplied f multiplied dx and getting this. So the positive value is 1652 and negative value is 2136. So the result will be minus 511. Now what we will do? Now formula is x bar is equal to assume mean plus sigma f dx upon sigma f. We have to use this formula. So x bar, our assume mean is equal to 31.5 plus minus 511 divided by 360. So x bar is equal to 31.5. 511 divided by 360, then we will get 1.42 minus 1.42. So the value of x is equal to 30.08. Already we have in the direct method we discussed the value of x bar or arithmetic mean was 30.08, and with this method also we are getting the same result. So you can use the first one formula. If you are feeling any difficulty, you can use this one formula also. We are having another one method also, that is called step deviation method. So in third we will use this formula also. So this method is called shortcut method. The first one was direct, and this is shortcut method. Now another one method, we are having another one method that is called step deviation method. We will use this also to solve this problem. For that we doesn't require this in step deviation method. Now we are using third one method, that is step deviation method. For steps, d dash x is equal to dx divided by I. So we will divide all the item with 7. So we will get minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. For step deviation method, what we have done? The difference is 7 here. The difference between class interval is 7. So 28 divided by 7, 21 divided by 7, 14 divided by 7, 7 divided by 7. This we are getting d dash x. Now we require f d dash multiplication of f d dash x. So 26 multiplied by 4, that is minus 104. 31 multiplied by 3, that is minus 93. 35 multiplied to minus 70. 42 multiplied minus 82 multiplied by 0, 0. 71 multiplied 7, 170. 54 multiplied to 108. 19 multiply 3, 57. So it's very easy. We do not want any tough calculation if we are using the step deviation method. What we have to done? The very first we have to calculate that all other things is same. X bar is same, frequency is same, mid value is same, deviation is same. But we will get step deviation d dash x is equal to dx divided by I. It means we will divide all the item with the class interval. So we are dividing this from 7. Okay. So now the calculation is very easy. 26 multiplied by 4, 104. 31 multiplied by 3, 93. 35 multiplied by 2, 70. 42 multiplied minus 1. Okay. 82 multiplied by 0. 71 multiplied by 7. 54 multiplied by 2. So it's very easy to calculate. So plus value is equal to 236. And the minus value here 309. So we are getting minus 73 here. Now the formula for the step deviation is equal to x bar assume mean plus sigma f d dash x divided by sigma f multiplied by I. So a value is given 31.5. Sigma f d dash x is given minus 73. Sigma f already we know 360. Class interval we know that is 7. So x bar is 31.5 plus minus 73 divided 360 multiplied by 7. So x bar 31.5 minus 2 511 360. Already in previous question also we are having minus 511 upon 360. So x bar 31.5 minus 1.42. So x bar will be 30.08. So I think if you are not having good knowledge of the calculation, you can use this step deviation method. It's the easiest method, and you can calculate arithmetic mean without any help of the calculator. So this is the question in which we have used all the three methods for calculating arithmetic mean in a continuous series. The first one was the direct method, second one was the shortcut method, and third one was the step deviation method. We will having another one question to solve this arithmetic mean. For getting more practice, I am having another one question. Suppose our value of x is equal to 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. Frequency may be given. Frequency 2, 3, 8, 4, and 3. Suppose this question also given and we are to calculate arithmetic mean with all three methods. We can solve this. The very first we have to calculate mid value for that will be treated as x. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2, the mid value will be 5. Here 10 plus 20, 30 divided by 2, that is 15. 20 plus 30, 50 divided by 2, that is 25. 30 plus 40, 70 divided by 2, that is 35. 40 plus 50, 90 divided by 2, that is 45. So the very first we have to calculate the mid value. And for the direct method, we require multiplication of f guna f multiplied by x. So 5 2 ja, we will multiply f with x. So 5 2 ja 10, 15 3 ja 45, 25 8 ja 200, 35 140, 45 135. So we will add all the items. The addition is 5 3 j and the addition of frequency is 20. So in direct method, arithmetic mean x bar is equal to sigma x divided by sigma f. So sigma fx value is 530 and sigma f value is equal to 20. So x bar is equal to 530 divided by 20. So the value of x bar 2 1 ja 2 6 5. So it's a very simple. The very first we will, from the class interval, we will calculate mid value here. Then we will multiply mid value with the frequency and getting the total of this, that is called sigma fx. And then getting the total of sigma f, that is 20, and sigma fx is 530. Then we will divide sigma fx with the help with sigma f. So the 530 divided by 20. So x bar is equal to 26.5. Suppose we have to use the shortcut method here. So I am using the shortcut method. Shortcut method. So for shortcut method, suppose I am having x, assume mean, suppose I am having assume mean is 25. So dx is equal to x minus a. I suppose my arithmetic mean is 25. So I am getting the deviation from this. So 5 minus 25, that is minus 20. 15 minus 25, that is minus 10. This is 0. 35 minus 25, that is 10. 45 minus 25, that is 20. 45 minus 25, 35 minus 25, 25 minus 25. So the very first we can calculate the value of deviation here. This is the value of dx, mid value, frequency. Now f dx require. So f for f dx we will multiply f multiply dx, that is minus 40. 3 multiply this minus 30. 0. 4 40. 3 60. So the result will be plus 30 because 100 is plus value 100 minus 70, that is 30. Sigma f dx value is 30. So for shortcut method, the formula is x bar is equal to assume mean plus sigma f dx divided by sigma f. So value x bar value, assume mean is about 25 plus 30 upon 20. So the value of x bar is equal to 25 plus 1.5. So value of x bar is equal to 26.5. So this is the shortcut method to calculate arithmetic mean. Now we are having another one method also to calculate arithmetic mean, that is called step deviation method. So we will, for the same question we can use this also, that is called step deviation method. So third method is step deviation method. So for getting step deviation method, del d dash x is equal to dx divided by I. So the very first minus 20 divided by 10, that is minus 2, minus 10 divided by 10, that is minus 1. So we will getting minus 2 here, minus 1 here, 0 here, plus 1 here, plus 2 here. So this is d dash x. So what we have done? We have divided dx with the I class interval. So 20 divided by 10, 10 divided by 10, 0 divided by 10, 10 divided by 10, 20 divided by 10. Now f d dash x required is over there. So minus 10, minus 3, 8. No, this is 0. 4 multiply 1, 4. 3 multiply 6. So the addition, this is wrong. 2 multiply 2, that is minus 4. 3 multiply 3, 8 multiply 0. So plus 10 minus 7, that is plus 3. Sigma f d dash x value is equal to plus 3. Formula for that, x bar is equal to assume mean plus sigma f d dash x divided by sigma f multiplied by I. That is the I is equal to class interval. Already we have discussed. Value of A already assumed. Sigma f d dash x calculated 3, sigma f calculated 20, I is equal to 10. So x bar is equal to 25 plus minus 3 divided by 20 multiplied by 10. So x bar is equal to 25. Sorry, plus 3 is over there. Plus 30 upon 20. So the value of x bar is equal to 25 plus 1.5. So the value of x bar is equal to 26.5. It is very easy in calculation because whenever we are having the step deviation is over there, then our calculation becomes so easy. So these are the three methods to calculate arithmetic mean in a continuous series. If you are having facility of the using calculator in examination, you should use the direct method. If you are not having such kind of the facility, then you have to use either the shortcut method or the step deviation method. All the methods are so easy, so you can solve the problem of arithmetic mean, and I think that with this help of the video, you will easily learn how to calculate arithmetic mean in a case of continuous series. Thank you.